little bummed, I'm not gonna lie. I went to make my coffee this morning. I don't have any milk. And don't ask about the animal on my head. Thank you. Going to the grocery store was on my list of things to do today, but it wasn't at the top. Now it is. And before you say anything, I'm not drinking soy milk. This fridge is not fridging. Oh yeah, I forgot this is the first vlog that I can like, ta-da! Yeah. The cat's out the bag. I'm gonna be a mom. The fact that I can finally just vlog and not be hiding something feels fantastic, but also it's been so long since I've vlogged because it's just been an interesting couple months. I almost feel a little awkward, but also at the same time, I feel like we're at that point in our friendship. We can go a month or two without talking and we can just pick up where we left off. Sorry to drop a bomb on you like that. This wasn't on my bingo card, but it's happening. I'm finally in my second trimester, at least I think. I'm 13 weeks, 4 days. I have a bunch of pre-recorded stuff that's gonna go up from the past month or two because this has consumed my entire life since I got home from Cabo. I think the initial shock is starting to wear off. I just got home from Hawaii with my family. I feel like now is when I start settling into whatever the new normal is gonna look like. I'm trying to lean forward because my nipples will stare at you. My boobs had completely deflated into little ball sacks minus the ball. They have filled right back on up. Sure have. Still just as saggy. They attract even more gravity than before. I guess this is a day in my life in my second trimester. Finally starting to feel a little bit better. I'm still really tired, but that's just normal. My nausea has pretty much subsided, I think. As long as I eat every like 2 hours, I'm okay. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday where they did all of the tests. I got my NIPT test results back. Everything came back low risk, which is good. Baby looks great. Baby's ultrasound looked good. I guess there's a couple of things that they look at with the baby's nose and the back of their neck that can tell if they're gonna have like something wrong with them genetically. Everything looked good. I swear every single day I see somebody else announce that they're pregnant and due in February. That honestly helps me feel a little bit less alone. I'm scared, I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of first-time moms are scared. I've always wanted kids, or a kid, duh. Didn't necessarily see it coming right now, but then again, as an adult, you make certain choices and those choices can lead to babies. So even though I'm scared, I'm just gonna embrace it. Take it one day at a time. I'm only 13 and a half weeks. Although yesterday at my appointment, the ultrasound tech would not stop pointing out how long baby's arms and legs are. I'm only 5'1". She said baby is measuring like a week ahead based on its length and its arms and legs. So yeah, no, I can't think about it because every time I start thinking about it, I remember it has to come out of me. I'm just one of those people who like, I know women's bodies are made to give birth. I know my body is capable of that, but I don't know that I am. My number one fear with getting pregnant has always been realizing that like once I'm pregnant, the baby has to come out. I have to push it out of me, hopefully. Anyways, I'm spiraling this morning. Let's get on with our day. On vacation, I was not very good about drinking enough water, so here we are. I also was forced to go off the grid on my vacation because I left this bad boy at the TSA line in Tampa, so I did not have any of my videos or any way to edit. On top of the fact that I didn't have service literally anywhere in Hawaii and the Wi-Fi constantly wouldn't work. I took that as a sign from God that I just needed to unplug for the week and a half, be in the moment with my family. But now that I'm home, I do not know where I was going with that. Anyways, we have to do post-vacation things. I need to go to the grocery store. We don't have much food in the fridge. We have pantry food, which is good, but we need some fresh like fruits, milk, apparently, just some stuff in the fridge. I have work to catch up on, laundry to do, a life to sort out. It's really not bad. We're just taking it easy and just trying to catch up. We have to catch up on life a little bit. Girly pops. We're gonna take a second and we're gonna talk about Parade, which is the sponsor of this vlog, and I'm honestly so excited about it. And I'm gonna be so insanely honest right now. I had heard of Parade before. I did not know anything about them. Throughout my whole weight gain and weight loss journey, I have really struggled with finding good bras and underwear. In fact, for the longest time, I just didn't have bras and underwear that properly fit me. I could have looked harder and better for them. It's just, there's not that many brands out there that are very inclusive when it comes to the cuts cuts of bras, the cuts of underwear, the size range. It is rare that we find inclusive brands. Parade reached out to me a few months ago. They wanted to sponsor me. I was interested, but I don't take sponsors on things that I have never used before, so I said that I was down to try out their stuff and form my opinion on it, and then I could talk about it. That's what I've been doing over the past couple months. I think it's safe to say that I have found where I will be purchasing my bras and underwear from now on. I'm gonna show you guys a couple of the things that I have. Their stuff is so cute and so comfy. I do have a couple more things that are currently in the wash. They're the same things, just in different colors. Being plus size, it's hard to find good, comfortable stuff that fits right, makes you feel good, and it's even harder to find cute versions of that stuff. When I looked on the Parade website and saw that they had all of the cute stuff in bigger sizes, it made me feel seen. It made me feel like my body isn't a problem and that I deserve to look cute too. I wanted to share some of my favorite stuff from them with you because I know the struggle of finding a good bra and underwear. I don't show myself and my bras and undies online, but I promise you, if I had not tried these out, I would not be telling you to buy them. If you spend your money on this and it sucks, that makes me look bad. I am somebody who I have flab on the sides, I have a belly that hangs, I have rolls. My body is not smooth. She has lumps and bumps, and that is totally okay. And all the things I'm showing you are very comfortable on my body. I'll put the names of what they are on the screen. Finding an underwire bra is really hard. I know this one has the right pink straps. That might not be for everybody, but I believe they have this in other colors as well. I'll look on the website just to double check. First of all, underwire bras can be uncomfortable. This does not dig into my body anywhere. I know when you look at like padless bras, like especially when I first saw them, I'm like, what's the point? For some reason, the pad to me was, I don't know, but when I tell you, once you switch to padless, like underwire bras, you will not go back. It feels like you're not wearing a bra at all, yet my boobs aren't touching my belly button. It's fantastic. I love the contrast. This looks really cute on. It's boyfriend approved. If you're looking for like a regular bra that has a wire, I recommend this one. I have so many of their comfy ones. I say comfy just because if I'm wearing a t-shirt or I'm wearing a shirt in which I don't need as much support, these are the ones that I reach for. More like sports bra-y one that I have from them. I wear this material from them to bed a lot. Once again, I'll have the names on the screen. I do love a good set of pajamas, but there is also something about just going to bed in like the most comfortable bra and underwear, and these match. They're so cute. I wouldn't know how to describe the pattern. It kind of just reminds me of like an old quilt or something. It's got a super comfortable thick band. You can't see it from the front. It does a good job of supporting right underneath them, so I don't have to worry about my nipple popping out the bottom. Adjustable straps, of course. I have a couple of different pairs of these underwear. These are in a 2, I believe. Yeah, these are in a 2XL. I need to order 1XLs just because they're getting a little bit loose. For reference, I'm like a size 16, sometimes a 14. It just depends. Do you see how stretchy this is? It's so soft. Like I wish you could feel it. It feels like I have nothing on. And sometimes that's exactly what I need. I have a couple of different pairs of their seamless underwear. You cannot see this underneath your clothes. I have quite a belly, so I do go for more coverage underwear. It has the right amount of stretch, but not too much stretch, because if it has too much stretch, then it doesn't hold you in at all. And if you have a belly, you know, it feels nice to be held up. So far, those are my favorite products that I have from Parade. The quality has been incredible. The price point is incredible. The shipping was fast. Their team has been so kind. It's a brand that makes you feel good when you support them. I strongly recommend, if you are in the market for new bras, new underwear, they have really cute sleepwear and loungewear, to try out Parade. I'll leave a link in the description that you guys can use to shop. It is not often that I come on here and I share this kind of stuff with you guys. It's something that I really wanted to make sure that I liked the products before I showed them to you. Parade has become a staple in my wardrobe, and I know that if you try it out, it'll become a staple for you too. Make sure you click the link in the description box if you guys want to shop, and I'll have my code on the screen that can save you guys some money. Huge thank you to Parade for sponsoring this video, but also for just caring enough to make bras and underwear and clothing for all different body types and all different body shapes. You can tell the difference between a company who just slaps some sizes onto the end of their range to seem more inclusive and a company that actually cuts the products to fit different body shapes. I really feel like that's what Parade has done. I feel really lucky to be working with them. Make sure to check them out, and let's get back onto the video. Taking 10 days off of life was fantastic, but we need to get back into a good routine. One thing that has changed being pregnant is I absolutely have to eat breakfast. Prior to this, I could not stand sweet food. Well, I mean, I could stand it. if you force me. I'm a salty girl all the way. I love me some sweets right now. The only thing I can think of that we have that I can eat for breakfast is oatmeal, but I love some good brown sugar oatmeal. I do have to eat every like 2 hours or I get nauseous. I do not need to eat a meal every 2 hours, but I just gotta make sure I'm putting some substance in my body. Unfortunately, because of the lack of fruit and other groceries, this morning is just going to be oatmeal. Good old Quaker maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Good morning, Duncan. Good morning, Piper. Good morning, Dobby. Harlow's hiding somewhere upstairs. We have some very hot oatmeal. I'm gonna head to the grocery store first thing today. That way I have food that's not being Uber Eats. I need protein, which this does not have. Well, maybe it has a little, 4 grams. So before I go to the grocery store, I'm gonna stop by Storm. It's a place in Tampa that has protein shakes and drinks, or like smoothies. We'll get our protein in from that. Hot, that is hot. I'm trying to be really mindful of my body, like listening to what my doctors say throughout this process. I obviously just went on a weight loss journey and was still actively on that journey when I got pregnant. Don't mind the dog toy. I want to pop in here and say something really quick because I've actually gotten asked a lot if I was still actively taking my Zepbound when I got pregnant. I wasn't trying to get pregnant. I guess you are told to not try to get pregnant while on the medication, but since I wasn't trying to get pregnant, they just never mentioned that to me. I will say I have mentioned in previous videos about my weight loss journey that I had actually already stopped taking the medication at the time that I got pregnant for a completely different reason. I had stopped taking the medicine because I had been told from some of you guys that people were reporting depression after like a longer use of this medication. Probably since like March of this year, I had been experiencing a depression spell again that was lasting months and months, and I could not figure out what was causing it. Me and my therapists couldn't figure it out. My psychiatrist couldn't figure it out. Essentially, as much as the medication was helping me, I had decided to pause taking it and see if that depression would go away. Another side note, sorry. I had not taken the medication in like what, 5 months? 4 months, 5 months? I don't actually know. A month before I got pregnant. I know a bunch of people are worried about going on these medications and gaining a ton of weight back afterwards. I have not gained any, and I'm pregnant. It's definitely doable to take these medications and to keep the weight off. You just have to put in the work while you're on the medication to fix your relationship with food, to heal that, to find other coping mechanisms, which is exactly what I did. Obviously, I'm aware I might gain a little bit of weight, especially in the end of my pregnancy as the baby gets girthier. I know that was another big concern of these medications. You're not going to get off the medication and immediately gain 20, 30, 40 pounds back. You just have to put in the work. While I have cried a lot from being pregnant, this is just my experience. I know the placebo effect is real, and I am here for the placebo effect as long as it works. I have not felt depressed. After I was off the medication for about a month or so, I noticed my depression pretty much gone, and I was back to being my normal, simply anxious self. That's just my experience, but I wanted to put that out there that I was not on the medication when I got pregnant, and I also am not on the medication now. Some people have been wondering, so I just wanted to put that out there. I don't want to lose all of the progress that I have made, especially because my main reason I wanted to lose weight was to be an active mom. I'm not going to force myself to be miserable throughout this time. Like on vacation, I ate what I wanted. For the most part at home, we're really going to try to be high protein, eating at home as much as I can. I don't want to lose all the progress that I have made. And as easy as it is to get fast food, I don't think I want a baby built on fast food. If there's ever good motivation to treat your body right, and you won't do it for yourself, do it for your baby. As much as I see no problem going to the grocery store like this, the rest of the public probably sees a problem with that. So we need to change. I finally got the big Anthropologie mirror. I'm aware this is not a need. It's definitely a want, and it's been a want for years. I have attempted to order this mirror so many times. Something always happens. It either gets canceled, my card doesn't want me to buy it. It has never worked out, but for some reason, it went on sale and I was able to get it. It's perfect for outfits, but also like holding a little baby, being able to just take pictures and have memories captured in this mirror. I'm not gonna lie, I am excited about it. I don't want to say too much just because, like I said, I have been filming some stuff and I have word vomited so much over the past couple of months. There's a high chance I repeat myself, probably. I keep seeing videos of moms with their kids. I feel like as much as this wasn't in my plans, everything happens for a reason. For some reason, since I moved into this house, I've been obsessed with the idea of being a homemaker. I have been seeking out a much slower more life. I've stopped chasing the girl boss mentality, which is totally fine. It just wasn't making me happy. All of a sudden I became interested in cooking and baking and crocheting, making a home. Definitely feel like that was God preparing me for this season of life. Also, a new thing is I cry all the time. If I talk about it, I'll keep crying. Like I saw this TikTok of this girl eating in her car with her son. This is hilarious. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna ever be able to have kids. And I knew that if I was gonna have kids, it was gonna be really difficult with IVF and stuff, just from like being told I couldn't have them naturally. So like I feel really grateful, but I'm also really scared. What's the point in wearing mascara? I don't have any on, but I'm just excited because I know I'm gonna have like a best friend. But I also know it's gonna be really hard and a big change, but that's okay. All of the good things that have ever come out of life have come from moments where you're uncomfortable. Honestly, when things don't go to your plan, they go to God's plan, and it'll be okay. I didn't mean to cry. I started the clip to tell you about my shoes. This is what I'm gonna wear to the grocery store. I've been loving these cropped zip-up sweatshirts from Abercrombie. I have this one, and then I have like a bluish colored one that I got in Indianapolis. These are some Nike shorts. I just really like the color. I think this might just be a bra. I have no torso, so it's kind of like a tank top. It's from Liaison. I got these shoes right before I went to Disney World a while back. When I posted them, a bunch of you guys asked me about them. I love Hoka's. I have like 2 other pairs of them. Oh my god, wait, I'm gonna have a Disney buddy. I get asked all of the time what shoes I wear to Disney when I go. 9 times out of 10, I'm either wearing my Hoka's or my New Balances. I think my New Balances are the 530s. For Hoka's, I have both the Bondi 8 and Clifton 5s. I'm not sure of the number, but I know it's Bondi and Clifton. I went to get a new pair because I had ruined mine. I saw these and I loved the colorway. It's just so different than the other ones I have. These were a new kind. They look like this. These are the Sky Flows. The girl said they came out the day that I got them. I just got them from a running store in International Mall. Not somewhere I frequent often. Well, the mall I do. The running store, not so much. My feet have actually gotten smaller since losing weight. These are an 8.5. I used to be a 9.5. She described these shoes as a mix between the Clifton and the Bondi, because as far as I know, Cliftons are good for running and Bondis are best for walking. These are like if those 2 shoes had a baby. Now, is that accurate? I don't know. I'm just repeating what the girl at the store told me. They're comfy, and I feel like I might end up on a little walk. Maybe not. I have a walking pad upstairs. If I don't, maybe I'll go on a walk tonight. But this is the fit. Nothing crazy for the day. Second water of the day. I'm gonna pack my purse. I'm not really packing anything. I gotta go pick up my Vyvanse. I have 1 left. Before I saw my doctor, I had pretty much stopped taking my Vyvanse unless I really needed it, just because I didn't know if they would tell me to stay on it or not. The story of how I found out I was pregnant is actually up if you're seeing this. We had a podcast episode. A long story short is I started to have a lot of pain after Cabo. I don't want to throw those out. If your ears ever hurt on planes, this is very random, get the little ear planes and stick them in, and you can put like your big headphones on top of it. These really help reduce the chances of the toothpick or ice pick feeling when you're going down. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm happy you don't. I ended up going to the ER for the pain after I had taken an at-home test, and they confirmed that I was pregnant. Oh look, my first ultrasound's in here. They told me to not stop taking my Vyvanse until I was told to by a doctor, but I still just didn't know if it could cause issues, or I don't know. I'm sure there are a million opinions out there about it. I'm following what my doctor has told me. I am seeing a high-risk doctor because I'm fat. That's a sensitive subject for some people, but that's the reality of it, is I am fat. I'm a lot less fat than I was a year ago, but I'm still overweight. I'm not sensitive to that at all. I'm seeing a high-risk doctor for that reason, and because they do want me to stay on my Vyvanse. They said it does not cause any birth defects, but it can cause preterm labor sometimes. It's one of those things where they really weighed like the risk versus the reward. I don't like saying it like that. For me, my Vyvanse makes it so I don't binge. If I take my Vyvanse, my anxiety is way lower. It's obviously not good for me to go gain a ton of weight back already being overweight while pregnant. Like, that's not good for the baby. Me constantly having anxiety is not good for the baby. My overall mental health is also really important. Like, I'm still important. My mental health is much better on my medication. That being said, we are gonna lower the dose down. This was my first ultrasound. Look at the little legs. I haven't been able to get a refill, but they finally have one in stock, so I can pick that up later today. In here, I've got chapstick, camera. I don't know, I always just bring a camera, you never know. I need to buy more of these. They're the Kodiak Chewy granola bars. These are the s'mores ones. ones. I like them. I'm bringing this with me. Recently, I've been bringing like a yogurt and stuff with me, but I am gonna stop and get that protein shake, so I should be good. I have my phone. My wallet is already in here. I think that's all I need. Let's run some errands, shall we? The bed we got from Ashley Furniture when we moved in, oh, this is gonna fog up because it's so humid, literally fell apart. I got a refund and they're gonna come pick it up. Sorry, little camera. Florida humidity, tough. It is looking like typical Florida summer. Bright blue skies over here and then random rain clouds. It is only 11 a.m. These might just be like random little showers. What I've learned since living in Florida is, one, the summers are obviously just incredibly hot, but also it was extra hot this year, I feel like. I'm trying to be confident, and when people look, we just keep vlogging anyways. The storms are crazy after 4 p.m. You're safe to go do whatever you want in Florida until 4 p.m. Then you should probably stay inside. I just got to storm. I have ordered this on Uber Eats before, but I have never gone in person. I am feeling a little nauseous. Hopefully this helps. I don't know what I'm getting. Should I look at the menu first? I'm trying to be more confident in doing things on my own and like forcing myself into the situations that make me uncomfortable, and I have been working on that for years, but I feel like recently I've kind of slipped back into letting people help me with things that I should be doing myself, calling and making appointments, or having the courage to go inside instead of just ordering it on my phone. And I mean, this may seem silly. I ask my mom to make phone calls for me all the time, or I'll ask Gerald to take a call for me. I'm now gonna have a baby who's gonna want me to be able to make that call. I want to be able to be that, and I need to grow. So I'm gonna force myself to go inside, which I know is not that crazy, but for me that makes me a little bit uncomfortable. So that's what we're gonna do, but I don't know what to get. Definitely a protein shake, a strawberry shortcake protein shake. It's plant-based protein, strawberries, and baking powder. What does the baking powder do? I don't know. In the short drive over here, I cried twice. I'm putting on mascara as motivation to get my hormones to chill out. Oh, there's someone coming out here too. They don't know who I am. It doesn't matter. I gotta be bold. I gotta be like Jenica. If the idea of me having a kid scares you, it scares me too. Just give me some grace, okay? I'm learning. This is something I'm experiencing for the first time. I understand how serious it is. I'm gonna do everything I can to be a really good mom. I'm sure I'm gonna be asked about if I'm gonna show my kid, which is obviously it's a long time from now, but the answer is no. I think the internet is a scary place. Obviously for years and years and years I've vlogged my life and my journey. That is exactly what I'm going to continue to do, but I'm not going to like plaster my baby's face online or use them to make money. If they grow up and decide to be on social media, that's one thing. There are scary people on here. I cannot imagine growing up and receiving like the comments that I get and like how that would have impacted me when I'm little. Obviously you're going to know that I have a kid around, but I'm just not gonna like show their face. I don't show my relationship online anymore. Those are things that I just like keep private to myself because I don't gain anything from having people be mean to me about them or be mean to the people in my life about it. If you've ever wondered why you don't see Gerald, or in the future you wonder why you don't see my baby's face, it's because I choose to protect them from the internet. I know people are gonna ask me about that. My channel has always been about me and my life and my journey, and it is gonna continue to be that. Also, even though I know like being a mom is a big, important, I don't know, task, job, role, I'm still gonna be my own individual person, and I don't wanna lose that. Now I am officially stalling. Let's go get this smoothie. I have never thought to put my camera over here. You can see so much more. I got the smoothie. I've never tried it before. Sometimes protein powder makes things weird. Oh, that's good. I wonder what protein they use. I give it like a 8 out of 10 for what it is. It's a protein shake. Now it's time for one of our least favorite tasks, going into the grocery store. Once again, I had fallen into the habit of Instacarting my groceries, which is fine. It just is so much more expensive. Honestly, the whole first trimester, I didn't really leave my house very much, like on the day-to-day. I don't think I was mentally prepared for how tough the first trimester was gonna be, like physically, and I know it's just gonna get harder probably, but everyone seems to make the second trimester look like it's not that bad, so I have like high hopes that I'll be okay. First trimester, for the lack of better words, kicked my ass. I'm gonna do my best to like force myself out of the house more, because being in the sun and just like getting outside makes me really happy. A good way to force yourself out if you are like me and you are a homebody and you have really bad social anxiety, is to make plans. Like, I'll make plans with myself a lot where like I tell myself I'm gonna go do something, but it is so easy for me to find a way out of that. I'm only letting myself down. I reached out to Stefana, who is a lovely girl that I have met in Tampa. She actually created Liaison, which is who this sports bra is from. I asked her if we could go on a walk tomorrow morning. So we're gonna walk Bayshore tomorrow morning. I'm really trying to make sure that I'm moving my body, and I'm so eager to move my body. Being so sick for weeks and weeks and weeks, feeling a little bit better, like I'm just so excited to be able to work out and just to be able to move more. In Hawaii, we went on this like honestly incredibly hard hike. I'm just putting this out there. I'm only hiking because everybody else wants to. We're 5 minutes in. Spirits are high, but we have been passed by 2 groups, oh, go under a log, of skinny, like very fit. They even had hiking shoes on. I've got New Balances. They were huffing and puffing. So far, for the first 5 minutes, it's been all downhill, becoming very clear that we have to go up the whole hill. So it's like down 1.8 miles, up 1.8 miles.
Well, that was round trip.
No, that's one way. Okay, but we're skinny now. This is what skinny people do. They hike. Canyon Trail. 1.33 miles in an hour. We just passed a chicken on the way back. Got about 0.3 left. Lots of climbing, potentially falling. But I feel like you can't come to Hawaii and not do a hike, even though I don't like hikes. I did one in Nashville. I might have said I liked it at the time, but it was the most beginner hike ever, and this is not that. This is not that. We're just playing the long game here. I was so proud of myself that I was able to get through it. Until I had my first actual appointment, I was told to like hold off with working out until we knew like if it was high risk or there can be things wrong with like placentas and whatever. And I was so sick that I just honestly didn't want to do very much, but I'm cleared to work out now. I am high risk, but not for a reason that makes it so I can't work out. In fact, working out for me will be very beneficial for me and the baby. I was doing a bunch of Pilates classes and I really like them, and they said that's a really good form of exercise to do right now because it's like low impact. I got Class Pass. I'm just trialing it out. I don't know if I'm going to just get a membership at camp, which is where I was doing Pilates classes at with Stefana. It's so hard to get into those classes, and I don't know if there's like a better studio in Tampa or St. Pete that I could go to. It's not sponsored by ClassPass, but like you're able to just use credits to get classes at anywhere that's on ClassPass essentially. I might like try out a couple different studios. I also think I'm gonna start doing yoga. I feel like if I'm more limber, birth might be easier, or just everything might be easier in general. I'm looking forward to hanging out with her tomorrow because I have not just like hung out with friends in a long time. I don't have that many friends that live like close to me, but I really am trying to build a community here. It's just hard when you have such bad anxiety. I was doing so good at saying yes for a while and I have like slipped out of that. First step was reaching out, so I texted her today and I asked if she could hang out tomorrow. I also haven't told her yet, and I've told pretty much everybody. I'm so excited for you guys to see that video, people's reactions. I'm pretty sure we're announcing tomorrow. Like, this is obviously in the past as you're watching this. I want to get her reaction before. I gotta start doing the things that fill my cup again, like going to the beach. I'm working on crocheting Gerald a shirt. At the beginning of the year I was really good at not spending a lot of time on my phone, and I've definitely slipped back into that. I'm recognizing it, and I need to change back to like not having my screen time be so high. I was feeling much better when I wasn't filling my time consuming other people's lives, when I was filling my time actually living my own life instead of just staring at a screen. Baby steps though. Anytime I've ever like snapped my fingers and tried to like completely change something overnight, it's overwhelming and it doesn't work for me. Today's baby step is getting outside, going into the store and getting this instead of ordering it. We're gonna go to the grocery store instead of ordering our groceries. We reached out to a friend to hang out tomorrow. We're working on it. I was low-key hoping they were gonna have a bathroom in there. They don't. Maybe I should stop drinking because I have to pee so bad. I think we're gonna go to Sprouts. The Publix produce has not been impressing me lately. I do have to go to Publix because that's where my prescription's at. The last time I was in Sprouts, I really liked it and they had really pretty flowers. I think we're gonna go there. I'm really hoping now that I'm in the second trimester, my skin will chill the fuck out. I have been traveling and my skin always breaks out when I go on planes, but my skin has not been well since getting pregnant, and I'm someone who has never really struggled with acne too much. My cheeks have been going crazy. Hopefully that'll go away. Cheers. This is actually really good. My motivation for going into the grocery store right now is to use their bathroom. It'll get me inside faster. I got my medicine, as well as yesterday at my doctor's appointment. I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember what reason it was that she told me to start taking calcium and also just like trying to eat calcium rich foods. Sorry. She told me if I'm not gonna up my calcium foods, then I need to take a 1,000 milligram tablet as well as my prenatals every day, but not to take them at the same time as my prenatals because it will counteract the iron, I think. I am gonna try to consume more calcium, so I just went with 600 milligrams. That's also pretty much all I could find. I got my calcium. My pill holder broke. I just picked up one that has like morning and evening, so I'll put my Vyvanse and my prenatals here. I guess I'll take calcium at night. Oh, $170. I get the off-brand, and I've never noticed a difference, and it's much cheaper than buying the on-brand Vyvanse because my insurance will not cover it. I also have to get on my own insurance in the next few months because I'm turning 26 next month, so that's stressful. I don't know how that works, but I'm gonna go home, put these groceries away, do some work. Before we left for Hawaii, Gerald had bought himself like a pack of Betty Crocker chocolate chip cookie dough mix. I guess he really likes those cookies, but he wants there to be less chocolate chips in them. He never made them before we left, so I'm also going to make those for him. That's as far ahead as I'm gonna let my brain go. Whew, I'm a one trip kind of girl. I don't like having to go back and forth, especially in the heat. We're a little winded. I'm slightly annoyed because somebody pulled out right in front of me. They couldn't wait 2 seconds to try and cross the road, so they floored it out in front of my car. I usually don't have the best reflexes. Somehow I stopped in time and they also stopped. Essentially every single bag of these groceries that I nicely placed on my seat went flying random places in my car. Pay attention while you drive. I don't know how interesting a grocery haul is, but that's what I have for you today. I got some stuff for quick breakfasts and lunches, and then I got stuff, I usually only buy like 1 or 2 dinners at a time. I find it just stays fresher. I got some Honey Crisp apples, cherries. I'm not sure if the last batch of blueberries we got was bad or if I just don't like blueberries. So I just got this little container. I got some milk. This is good for calcium too, isn't it? I got vanilla Greek yogurt and the kind cinnamon oat granola. I'll put some fruit in there and have little yogurt bowls in the morning or as a snack. Dave's Killer Bread Power Seed, 1 gram of sugar, just some bread. The Garden Veggie Carb Wise wraps because I got a rotisserie chicken and where is it? Primal Kitchen Original Buffalo Sauce, some reduced fat shredded cheese, romaine lettuce leaves, a little buffalo chicken wrap. I chose this romaine lettuce, 1, because I can wash it good, 2, because I can use it for taco boats. I got some premium shredded low moisture mozzarella cheese, 93.7 ground beef to make taco meat with. For dinner tonight, I'm gonna make Gerald some salmon and scallops. I don't like scallops, but I'm trying to get myself to like salmon, but I'll probably just eat rotisserie chicken. I'll freeze the extra salmon, some bananas, some little potatoes. I'm gonna make scalloped potatoes. Vegetable of the evening is Brussels sprouts. I am obsessed with Brussels sprouts. A singular avocado. I'm trying to not be wasteful, but I'm gonna have avocado toast. I got some cucumbers for my ranch Greek yogurt dip. I literally always have stuff for that in the house. If I don't eat these sweet peppers with the yogurt dip, I put them in omelets. My nectarines went flying. That's a sketchy nectarine. I got some nectarines for me and Gerald to grab. I also got a pack of strawberries. Gerald leaves really early in the morning for work, and if he doesn't have something that he can just grab and go for breakfast, he's probably not gonna eat breakfast. I've learned he really likes these Icelandic Provisions Skyer Pure yogurt, so I just got him 4 different flavors. I think that's it. I'll have the salmon and scallops with potatoes and Brussels sprouts tonight. For myself, for lunches, I have rotisserie chicken buffalo wraps and taco boats, as well as I can have avocado toast one morning for breakfast and yogurt bowls. I also got another box of the Kodiak granola bars I showed you. They're so good. I'm gonna go ahead and like take the chicken off of here and put it in this container. I want to put it in the fridge, but it's easier to get off when it's warm, and I don't want to waste any of this. Oh, that's so much easier to get off than when it's cold. This is probably gross to watch. Ooh, a wishbone. I didn't know rotisserie chickens had that. I just got done making my lunch. I just have these little lettuce taco boats. Before getting pregnant, I would have all of my meals as like full meals, a side of fruit, something. Now, because I'm eating every 2 hours, I spread it out. So in a couple of hours, I'll have some fruit, maybe a yogurt, and then I'll have dinner later, and I'll have either a fruit or a yogurt before bed. Here we go. This also curbs like Taco Bell cravings. 10 out of 10 recommend. I need a napkin. I'm just coming on here to end this video because I don't think I filmed anything else. And I think I filmed that video like a week ago. I filmed this video before I announced anything or said anything. And as I'm filming this clip, I have announced it. And the past week, like the response has just been like overwhelming. I don't know what I expected everybody's responses to be, but everyone's response has been a lot more kind than what I was expecting. The internet can just be such a scary place, and putting yourself on it, you're essentially giving people the opportunity to shred your life to pieces. And I am a very sensitive person, but I also know that I choose to put myself in this position. Seeing you guys respect my privacy while I also want to share. I want to have these moments documented for myself, and I know I'm scared, and a lot of you guys have said that you're going through your first pregnancies or you have been pregnant and you can help me out, but also seeing you guys respect the fact that there are going to be things that I keep offline. I have not shared my relationship in more than just pictures in a very, very, very long time, and I have made it abundantly clear that I will be keeping my kids safe from the internet as well. I feel like a lot of you guys can see meanness that exists on the internet sometimes and understand why I would want to protect the people I love from that. I don't know what it's gonna look like once baby is here, because like I said, I'm not going to be showing them. Also, just seeing like how many people have tuned into this, which is totally fine, and I'm so grateful, by the way. It also makes me question just how far I'm gonna go to protect them. Like, do I just give them a nickname and keep their legal name secret? And it's a lot, and I don't know if I wasn't expecting to feel this like protective. We have loads of time to worry about that. I'm about to start a new vlog because it's Monday. I desperately need a good reset. I have gone on so many vacations, which is not me complaining. I'm very grateful, but I have just been gone from my house a lot. It's my duty to keep stuff running around here. I have some exciting like little house projects that by projects, it's just one. I got curtains for our bed, like little canopy curtains, and I want to use rip dye to make them light blue. I need to reset some things. I gotta start forcing myself into resets on Mondays. Maybe cleaning on Sundays, resetting our life on Mondays, because if I do not, every single Monday, I just get nothing done. I wanna make sure you know how grateful I am for all of your guys' love and support and excitement. I think it's normal to question like if you're gonna be a good mom, to see hundreds of thousands of you across Instagram and TikTok and YouTube just like flood the comments with how like you immediately knew I was gonna be the best mom. It reminds me that like you guys see parts of myself that my brain doesn't let me see sometimes. Like our brains can be so mean to us and convince us that we are people that we're not. I just know I have so much love to give, and I'm scared shitless. I know it'll be okay. So just thank you for reminding me and having faith in me. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'll probably be crying a lot over the next few months. It's an everyday thing, so I love you. Bye-bye.